Have you ever wondered, I know this person's not good for me, but why do I still love them? They're probably cheating, but why do I still crave their company? They're probably lying, but why would I still do anything for them? Robin Shapiro, the author of The Trauma Handbook, stated that breakups or any kind of social abandonment can bring on the symptoms of post-traumatic stress disorder. What if I told you that moving on is not as hard as you think? In fact, with 3 simple steps, you can free yourself, so long as you avoid the one disastrous mistake that nearly cost me everything. In fact, I just worked with a client. Her name is Marci. Marci owns and runs a home daycare. She's exceptional at emotionally regulating toddlers and understanding their needs. See, the challenge Marci was facing was she had an ex that she couldn't let go of. It had been years since the breakup, but she was still talking to him, she was still giving him money, and she was still sleeping with him once in a while. She just didn't understand why she couldn't cut the cord. She felt stuck. Breakups don't have to leave you stuck. Today, I will walk you through the exact 3-step strategy that I shared with Marci. It's proven, it's practical, and it's designed to help you turn the page for good. If it worked for her, then it can work for you. Quick story. So it's Thursday morning. I just gotten done with my morning yoga and I'm getting ready to sit at my desk because I have an assignment to finish and submit. My phone lights up with a notification. Hey, I was thinking about you. And I just wanted you to know that I'm here if you need to talk. It was my ex. The dam broke and I started to spiral. See, I spent months trying to talk, trying to connect, trying to fix us. And now that I'm getting some normalcy back in my life, you think you have the right to just show up, to just step in, to just text me? It was another 3 days till I could go through the whole day without being angry and full of rage. We assume that our boundaries will be honored, but too often they get ignored and brushed aside. Have you ever told someone what you need only for them to treat it as if it's a loose guideline, or it's just another thing you're saying instead of a firm rule? See, that Rachel didn't know that she had the power to stop the overstepping. She had the power to stop the disrespect. She had the power to stop the assumptions. That Rachel was a slave to making people feel good, even when they had made her feel discardable. I had to learn that alone was keeping me chained to people that just wanted to use me. I had to learn that behavior is the only language that you need in relationships. I was my first real friend. I was my first place of safety, and I was my first coach. I'll be the first one to say, I fucked up when it came to relationships. I fucked up. I wanted to be with somebody more than I needed loyalty, more than I needed respect, more than I needed monogamy. I was constantly scraping the bottom of the barrel every morning to find my self-worth, my mental health, because I literally hated the version I played in relationships. I was always begging for respect, begging for time, begging for communication. We fall into the trap of overloving and overshowing up for the wrong person in the hope that they will see our value and reciprocate. Have you ever stopped to think, wait, how would it feel to genuinely love someone and to be genuinely loved back in return? I'm about to share with you something that nobody else will. Closing the door in your last relationship for good is as simple as 1, 2, 3. Step 1, calm the storm. We need to understand that we're not broken. Your mind is just doing the best that it can to protect you from pain. You don't know any better. All our brains are wired to do is to look for the good feeling. Before I was a coach, before I took the time to look into why I felt like I need to keep replying his text, to listen to his explanation, before I understood why what I believed did not match what I did, I suffered from constant anxiety, depression, loneliness inside of the relationship. I woke up every day feeling like I was a stranger in my body because I couldn't recognize the person I had become. I really thought that I was doomed to die in a toxic relationship because I had no control. We fall into the trap of believing that we are nothing if we're not a character in their story, if we don't play a role in their lives. We then associate the safe space with the attention of someone, even though that person is hurting us. See, that Rachel that kept opening the door for her ex, she didn't love herself. She didn't. That Rachel had to act on every feeling to get instant gratification. That's why that Rachel would let people back into her life that were hurting her, just for the few minutes she felt needed. I had to learn how that was hurting me and not helping me. I had to learn that loving somebody is a choice. Being loyal to somebody is a choice. No amount of time or money is going to make somebody loyal to you. They choose to be loyal. When we calm the storm, not only are we understanding our emotions, our needs, but we're also managing and regulating them. Step 2, choose your path. If you choose to continue on this journey with us, you'll hear me talk a lot about the emotional terrorist and the voice of truth. But in a quick summary, the emotional terrorist is angry. It's hurt. It's been lied to so many times that all it wants to do is protect itself. It's the voice within you that constantly reminds you that you can't do new things because that would mean getting out of your comfort zone, and that is deadly, that would hurt you. Choosing your path is practically choosing the thought that you want to act on in order to create consistent change. Before I looked into permanent behavior change, before I saw what it looks like and feels like, before I became an advocate for healing, I got frustrated with myself for not getting it right on the first try. It was like I wanted to hop on the treadmill for the first time in my life, expecting to run 30 minutes straight, no warm-up, no preparation, no training. I was setting myself up for failure every time. The reason why manipulation and love bombing worked so well on me was on the inside, I really didn't feel worthy of love. And my behavior was just a manifestation of those insecurities. See, we often jump to conclusions that everyone's out to get us, everybody lies, everybody cheats. How much easier would your life be if you would choose who comes in and who goes out of your life? Now, for many of you, this might be exactly what you need to completely end that relationship and attract and maintain the relationship of your dreams. But not all of you. Some of you need that extra support. Attached to this video is a link where you can get 1 free coaching session. But for now, let's talk about step 3. Now, step 3 is, I think it's my favorite. Cut the play, mean what you say. I'll say that again. Cut the play, mean what you say. Before I understood how healthy relationships work, before I took the time to find out why I attracted so many liars, so many manipulators into my dating world, I was so fickle with my words. I never made a boundary I would not negotiate. I was not a woman of my word. It was as easy as alligator tears or some half-baked reason. And I'd compromise what I thought was important to me, what I stood for. The truth is, I wanted him more than I wanted loyalty, more than I wanted monogamy. I wanted him more than I wanted the relationship of my dreams. I had to learn that I taught people how to treat me. I had to learn that boundaries are my armor in this fight for a relationship of my dreams. I was my first safe space. I was my first real friend, and I was my first cheerleader. Eric Berne clearly explains this in one of his books, Games People Play. Expectations people have in relationships and their reactions to social situations are learned from habits they formed in their childhood. If you continue on this journey with me, I'll talk about breaking out of the cycle of manipulations with boundaries and how just not to get manipulated. Every time we violate our boundaries, we show people that, oh, this is not important to us. We're willing to compromise on this. They then take the cue from us, how they treat us. If this video has been helpful, subscribe for more. I'm Coach Rachel, and I can't wait to connect with you again. Bye.